What's going on, everybody? Matt Carter, and today I'm just going to go over another quick video recapping the month of June 2021, going over some of the key real estate stats for the London area, and hopefully this can give you some insight if you are in the market or just trying to keep your finger on the pulse of the London market. If you haven't been here before, make sure you like, comment, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you get notified for all my videos coming up in the future. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So most of my stats I'm going to be talking about are going to be for specifically London as in the city, but our stats do encompass all the areas surrounding London as well. So I will dive into this great, amazing stat. It's 1,194 sales happened in the month of June, which is actually a record since L-Star started taking stats back in 1978. So really active market right now. A lot of homes are exchanging hands. So it's going along with the trend that we have been seeing in the last few years. Things are keeping on rolling despite everything that's going on, and people are still getting out there buying homes, and homes are selling at record prices. As for the London area specifically, that's where I do most of my business. And in June, we had 835 sales happen, which is actually the second highest in the last 10 years for London as a city. Also, we saw a record in the last 10 years for number of new listings hit the market at 1,097 new listings. So using some of those numbers, you can see that the sales to listing ratio is quite high. We're at about 76%, which indicates we are firmly ingrained in a seller's market like we have been for the last 5 years or so. And also that is backed by looking at the months of inventory. So months of inventory was at 0.7 for the month of June. And basically what that means is if no other homes came to market stopping today, and they kept selling at the same rate that they have been, how long would those homes last on the market? So at a number of 0.7, you're seeing that we would have under 1 month of inventory lasting on the market until all of the homes were sold. So roughly about 3 weeks or so. So that really gives you a good indication of how much demand there is in the space and why we are in a seller's market and why sellers are getting such premium prices for their homes. Also interesting to note that the sales to list price ratio is at just over 110. And basically what that means is homes are selling on average for 10.6% more than they're listed for. This can be due to a variety of different factors. Some agents like to underprice homes in order to drive the price up. But on average, if you're looking to get into a house, it's nice to keep that in mind in order to start your search, in order to budget for about 10% more on average for a home sale. So takeaways from all this for you buyers out there. With the nice weather and the province opening up again with the COVID restrictions lifting, things have slowed down a little bit. And actually, the average price in London is just over $23,000 in the city of London. So what we're seeing is, it generally does slow down a little bit in the summer months. Then the weather gets a little bit nicer, and as I mentioned, things are opening up in the province, so people are finding other things to do and occupy their time rather than sitting at home and shopping for homes. So now would be a good time if you are looking to enter the market. Personally, I've seen a lot with my clients in the last little while that there are fewer offers on homes. It's still pretty competitive, but the 15-20 offers we were seeing in the past on some properties, you're maybe only getting in around the 5 range. So definitely a little bit of opportunity there. And some homes are even lasting a little bit longer on the market. So try to take advantage of that with your agent. See if you can maybe jump on a property that's been on the market for a couple weeks. And if the sellers are motivated, you might be able to get yourself a decent deal. And for you sellers to take away from all this, little dips in prices like we have seen in the last couple months. We've seen I think it's about $30,000 in price reduction on the average price home in the last couple months. I wouldn't raise the panic alarm yet. I think just because where we are in the season, we're in the middle of the summer now. Like I said, things do slow down a bit. So it's not too much cause for concern at the moment. This is pretty normal. And going forward, I don't think we're going to see a huge dip in prices either. I think what's going to happen is we're either going to see a plateau effect and housing prices are going to stay pretty stagnant for the next little while, or we're going to start to see slight increases like we have prior to all the madness in the last couple of years. So definitely something to keep an eye on the market. Make sure you are talking with your agent, and if you don't have one already, shoot me a message. I'd be happy to help you out. But anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below about what is going on in the market. Do you think it's going to keep dropping? Do you think it's going to go stagnant or slight increases like I have mentioned? Let me know. Interested to know what everybody thinks. So before you go today, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and get notified for all my content coming up in the future. And until then, take care.